Hello, this is Charlene. We are going to assign P, Q, and R variables to some simple statements. And then we are going to determine the truth value for each statement that is created using those variables. The first variable is P. It is assigned to this first mathematical statement. Is 5 plus 4 equal to 54? No, it is not. P is therefore a false statement. And we also have Q. We are assigning this to the mathematical statement 4 times 6 equals 24. And we ask ourselves, is 4 times 6 equal to 24? Yes, it is. So Q has a truth value of true because that mathematical statement is true. R has been assigned to the third mathematical statement, 48 divided by 8 equals 21. Well, is 48 divided by 8 equal to 21? No, that is a false statement. So that means the R variable represents a false statement. Now, going forward, we will only use our symbolic language and symbols to assess our statements. We have no need in the future to look back at our original mathematical statements. We will only use the symbolic language of the variables and whether they are true or false. So let's go see what our first statement is going to be. Okay, so again, our job is to determine the truth value of each statement. Our first statement is right here. And the way we read that statement is if not P, then Q. So if you remember from any experience you've had with these kinds of symbols before, this little tilde means not. Okay. And this symbol, conditional statement symbol, let's change that to a different one here. This symbol right here, that's a one-sided arrow, that is the conditional statement. So we read this, if not P, then Q. Okay, so that's our statement. We're going to assess the truth value of it. So what we're going to do first is we are going to assign the truth value for P to the P. The P has a truth value of false, so we're going to say not false. Then Q. Well, the truth value for the Q is true. So we're going to put true. So now we have not false, then true. If it's not false, then it's true. But we now need to look at the not false. Well, the tilde means not. So what is not false? Well, not false will be true. So now we've got if true, then true. So here is my cheat note for conditional statements. Conditional statements is that it is only a conditional statement is only false if we have true false. So we're looking for true false. Do we have true false? No, we do not have true false. So therefore, this final truth value is true. So that is the final truth value for our original statement right there. So if not P, then Q is a truth value of true. Our next statement is P and Q, then R. Technically, it's if P and Q, then R. So the first thing that we need to do is to assign our truth values. So the P has a truth value of F, and there's our and symbol. Our Q has a truth value of true. So we'll put a true right there. That's in parentheses. And this says then R. The R value, truth value, is equal to F. Okay? So again, we will look at what's in parentheses first, and it says that truth value first. So it is an and statement. So over here is our and statement, which uses a symbol that looks like an A without the line in the middle. And our cheat sheet is the and is TTT. This means if we've got true and true, then it will be true. So I'm looking for true, and it'll be true. Is that true and true? No, it's false and true. Therefore, it is false. To be true, both of them must be true. Okay? And now we're going to look at the conditional statement. So if F, then F. If F, then F. So the cheat sheet for this is conditional statements are false if we have true and false. So conditional statements, which uses the symbol with the single-sided arrow, it will be false if we have true and false. Okay, so do I have true and false? No. So therefore it is not false. It will be true. And that is the truth value for our statement right here that we started with. Okay, let's look at our next statement. Okay, our next statement says, um, if not P, if and only if not Q and R. Okay, so that's got a lot of stuff in it. But the first thing we need to do, of course, is to assign our truth value. So the P has a truth value of F. So I'm going to put not F right there. And this is if and only if, which is a biconditional statement. And then parentheses, not Q. Well, the Q value is true. So it's going to be not true. And R, the R value is F. Okay, so we always start with trying to um, solve what's in the parentheses first. That's kind of an order of operations rule. So we're going to look at not true and F. The first piece of that is not true. So what is not true? Well, not true is false. So I'm going to have false and false. Okay, and we have a cheat sheet for and. This is the and cheat sheet, talks about and the cheat sheet says that if it's and if it's true, true, and true. So that means we are looking for true and true, and then it will be true. So is this true and true? No. Therefore, it is false. That everything in parentheses has a truth value of false. So over here, let's go ahead and work this side down. I've got not false over here. So what is not false? Well, not false is true. So I've got true if and only if this, and we just keep bringing this down. True if and only if this. So if and only if is a biconditional statement. So the double-sided arrow. Biconditional is double-sided arrow. And we have a cheat sheet here for that. Let's go back up just look. There we go. The cheat sheet says that a biconditional statement will be true only if we have true and true or false and false. So basically, the two truth statements must match. True and true must match, and it will be true. False and false will be true. And you can kind of think of it like a positive times a positive equals a positive, and a negative times a negative equals a positive. And positives are true. Okay, so over here, do I have a true and false? Those are different. They do not match. I do not have a true and true. I do not have a false and false. They are opposite. Therefore, the final truth value will be false. So false is the truth value of the statement that we started with up here. And hopefully that helps you kind of think through that process when you're dealing with biconditionals. Okay, our next statement says a bunch of stuff. It's not P, then not R, if and only if R and not P. Okay, so we need to assign all of our truth values. So the P has a truth value of F. The R. R has a truth value of F. Okay, but we need to make sure that we keep all of our brackets and braces. So that's not bracket, parentheses, and then we've got if then, and it's not F, it'd be not. So don't forget all your little symbols, keep them intact. And then close parentheses, if and only if, parentheses, R value of F and not, and then P value of F again, close parentheses, close bracket. Okay, keep all those brackets in place because that could affect your final answer. Okay, so now we're going to look at the first parentheses, and the first thing I'm going to change is the not F. The not F will actually turn it to true, so it's going to be F. If F, then true. And again, I have to understand that I've got tilde out here. Keep my brackets on the outside. So F, then if F, then T. That right there, that is a conditional. That's the one-sided arrow. Let's take that. Okay, so that is the one-sided arrow, and the cheat sheet for that is that it's false if it's true and false. So do we see true and false? No, it is not true and false. It is just the opposite. So therefore, its truth value will be true. Again, be mindful of these brackets. Keep them going. And then right here, I've got my biconditional. So the next thing I'm going to look at is what's inside this parentheses. The first thing I want to change is my not F, which that's going to turn into not F is actually true. So it's false and true. That is a conjunction. It's the word and, uses that symbol that looks like an A without the line. And the cheat sheet for that is and is looking for true, true, and then it will be true. So is this true and true? No, it is not true and true. So it's true. Therefore, it is false. And then I keep my biconditional here. I've got my final bracket here. So now I'm going to look inside the brackets and I'm going to say true if and only if F. That is a biconditional, which is the double-sided arrow. Can't talk tonight arrow. And the cheat sheet for biconditional is that it will be true if it is true and true or false and false. My truth values match. Okay, so does T and F match? No. Therefore, it is false. But again, I have my not out here the whole time. So not false means that it is actually true. So true. True is my final truth value for my original symbolic statement up here. Okay. Okay. Our final statement that we're going to look at here is um, not um, not P, then R, if and only if P or not Q. Okay, so let's go ahead and assign our truth values. So the P has a truth value of false. So it's going to be not bracket, parentheses, not false. If then R value of F, close parentheses, if and only if, parentheses, P value of F, or not Q. And Q's truth value is true. Close parentheses, close bracket. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to look at is this right here. I'm going to change the not F to a true. Make sure and keep all your brackets in place. So it's T, if T, then F, and then T, then F. That right there That's a conditional, which is the single-sided arrow. Its cheat is that it is false if it is true and false. Well, is this true and false? Yes, it is. So that means it's going to be false. And again, I'm going to keep this little knot out there and keep my bracket in place. And then I've got my if and only if. Keep bringing it down. And then I'm going to look at um, F or not T. The first thing that I'm going to change is the not T. I'm going to change that to an F. What's not true is false. So it's going to be false or false. Okay, so that means I'm going to look at the or. Here's my or cheat sheet. Or is a disjunction, and its I can't talk again. Or it is F, F, F. It is, if it's false and false, it will be false if it's an or statement. So do I have false and false? Yes, I do, which means that my false or false is indeed false. Okay, close my little bracket over here. Now I'm going to look at what is inside the big bracket. So I've got F, if and only if F. That is a biconditional. There's the biconditional. That is the double-sided arrow. And its cheat sheet says that it will be true if it is true and true or false and false. Is that false and false? Yes, they match. So that means it is going to be true. So it's going to be true. But I still have my not out here. So what is not true is going to be false. So my final truth statement is going to be false. And that is the truth statement for the original statement right here that we started out with. So false is the correct answer. Okay, that's the end of our video for today. Just click on that like button and click on the subscribe button, and that will help the algorithms to help other people to find this information more readily. Okay, have a great day.